Time to zoom out. Excuse the background noise. Welcome to a little bit of Bearwisdom with BooBoo and Lou. Time to zoom out. You know those times when your inner critic can just sneak up on you unexpectedly? I say unexpectedly, but it's normally when something goes wrong. And it can be something quite innocuous, something completely unexpected. And it goes from this is disappointing to this is catastrophe in like a millisecond. Well, that happened to me a couple of days ago with the very dangerous task of picking up the laundry basket. I live dangerously. And as I bent to reach to pick it up, lifted it, ooh, something just went pop in my back. And I couldn't straighten up and I couldn't move. And I deal with pain on a regular basis, so I've got a pretty high pain threshold to start with. Boy, this took it to a whole new level. But the thing was, immediately that went to, I could feel the start of, it's because you're useless. It's because you don't deserve. It's because, and it's like, really? No, it's not a catastrophe. Will it matter in 5 minutes? Well, with that, yeah, because, it bloody hurt. Will it matter in 5 hours? Perhaps not so much, because it'll start to ease then, or at least the drugs will have kicked in. Will it matter in 5 days? No, I'll have probably forgotten about it by then, because everything will be back to normal. Will it matter in 5 weeks? Will it matter in 5 years? So zooming out is a great technique to put things into context. And when you do that, it's very, very difficult for your inner critic to take hold. I also used a phrase that jumped into my head, courtesy of the lovely Suzanne Kohlberg. Well, this is suboptimal, which is such a silly phrase that it just makes me giggle about it. Some of the other things I do to help with that zoom out is get it out of your head. This is where the trouble starts, doesn't it, in our head? If we can get it out of there and express our frustration or anger, it becomes so much easier to manage. Now, clearly, there's a time and a place to do that, but there's different ways of doing it. I like to journal, to write it all down, and that sort of angry writing that takes over the page and probably indents a few other pages as well. Some people like to draw it out. Some people sculpt it. Some people create something out of it. Some people like to paint it. Some dance it out or sing it out or stomp it out along the beach. I have been known in the past to have a big pile of glossy magazines, old ones, in the garage that I hurl with abandon at the wall in the garage, and it just releases that tension. And it's the stuffing down of that emotion that causes the problem, not the emotion itself. So zoom out, allow yourself to feel it, allow it to just dissipate after that. So now, a day later, a couple of days later, I'm still a bit stiff and it's still a bit sore, but hey, I'm back to popping out, having a morning walk, and having the most delicious coffee from my favourite little spot, Colour Coats Coffee. I think I should do a little branding sign there. So whatever you're up to today, look after yourselves. If something's bothering you, zoom out. Will it matter? 5 days, 5 years? Make your choice. Have a great day. Do something nice for you.